Good afternoon, and welcome to the April 14th, 2025 meeting of the Gaston County Board of Education. My name is Josh Crisp, and I represent the Dallas Township, and I serve as the chair of the board. I would like to welcome everyone to the meeting, and thank you for being here. At this time, I'd like to ask our other board members to introduce themselves, starting with Mr. Dedman.
Lee Dedman, Gastonia Township. I forgot where I lived for a second.
Robbie Lovelace, Cherryville Township.
Jana Smith, Gastonia Township.
Dot Cherry at-large member.
A.M. Stevens, Riverbend Township.
Jeff Ramsey, at-large member.
Thank you all. At this time, we'll have our invocation. I'd like to call on Reverend Justin White of Frontline Worship Center. Justin? He won't say it, but Justin's also a servant of the community as a firefighter, so thank you for your many years, Justin.
Honored to be able to pray before this meeting, especially on this week being Resurrection Sunday coming up. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, first of all, I want to say how thankful I am for education. How thankful I am for the public school system and for these teachers and students and these board members, Lord. Lord, I ask as decisions are made, as talks are had to further improve the education of this county, I ask that your will be done. That, Heavenly Father, wisdom is given, that guidance is given, that direction is given from you. That, Lord, we hear you, we obey you, and we do as you've called us to do. I pray for every student in this county, Lord, that you give them the insights, you give them the drive, you give them the ability to learn, retain, and receive knowledge. And I pray for these board members, Lord, that they hear you, and that, Lord, they do what's best for this county. Heavenly Father, we ask that all things be done to give you glory. For it's in your name, Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, Justin, you're a product of Gaston County Schools too, right? Where'd you graduate from?
Ashbrook High School,
Awesome. Thank you for being here.
04. Yeah.
We won't hope.
Really? Yeah. I was there. Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say it here, but you know the chant.
That's exactly right. 2 times.
Thank you, Justin. At this time, we'd like to ask Dr. Huchard to lead us in the pledge and our character trait.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll do the character trait first. I'd like to call up Allie Childs, who is a second grader from H.H. Beam Elementary School, and Allie's going to talk to us today about the character trait of perseverance. Allie?
Hello, my name is Allie Childs, and I'm a second grader at H.H. Beam Elementary School. This month's character trait is perseverance and persistence in doing something despite difficulty and seeing it through to completion.
Thank you, Allie. Perseverance. And Mr. Chairman, I'd like to call to the front Ranchin Chahil, seventh grader from Belmont Middle School, and she is going to lead us in our pledge. If everyone will stand. Salute and pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our next order of business is to adopt our agenda. Do I hear a motion to adopt the agenda? Mr. Ramsey, second by Mr. Stevens. Any discussion on the agenda? All in favor? It's unanimous. Next order of business is here good news happening in our school systems, and Mr. Todd Higgins will present that for us.
Chairman Crisp, Vice Chairman Cherry, members of the board, and Superintendent Huchard, I am pleased to present to the Board of Education our good news for the month of April. We have several important items to share with you this evening. We begin our good news by recognizing the students who were selected for the All-State Band Program. We would like to invite the following students to come forward. Alex Cornwell from Highland School of Technology, Bram Comer from Forest View High School, Mackenzie Hart and Zeke Tucker from East Gaston High School, and Ayana Brianne Flores from W.C. Friday Middle School. These 5 students auditioned in March and earned invitations to participate in the North Carolina All-State Honors Band Clinic, which is scheduled from May 2nd through the 4th at UNC Greensboro. Already this year, Alex on snare drum and general percussion, Bram on trombone, Mackenzie on oboe, Zeke on trumpet, and Ayana on clarinet demonstrated their musical talents as part of the South Central All-District Band Clinic, which was held at Stuart W. Kramer High School. And now they are taking their talent from the district level to the state level, and we are very excited about them having the opportunity to represent Gaston County and perform with the All-State Band. We are very proud of the fine arts in Gaston County schools, and we commend all students, teachers, and directors for what they are doing to give us an outstanding fine arts education program. And Mr. Ramsey, you'll make the presentation.
First of all, we're well known for a fine arts program in the state of North Carolina. If you want a cheap date, or you go to a free concert, because everything's so expensive now. If you went to Charlotte, pay $100 just to walk in the door. So these kids, they represent all the fine arts people, the Gaston County had theirs at Holbrook this past week, absolutely wonderful again. So these are part of the state, and thanks, Brady, that's yours. And we presenting from the board Outstanding Achievement All-State Honor Band Clinic, April 14th, 2025, signed by Josh Chris, our chair, and Morgan Hushar, our superintendent. Alex? And see? Well, thank y'all. Congratulations.
We'd like to ask their parents and their principals and the band directors that are here to join us up front for a group picture.
Thank you.
Yep. They were in that picture. They were parents.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Good luck at today. Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you.
Good handshake. Thank you so much. Good luck at state. Good luck at state.
Great job. Keep up the hard work.
He's got it. Super Student Academy Science Teacher Award.
Next, we would like to invite Diana Baxter from Stanley Middle School to come forward. As you know, Stanley Middle School is home to our STEAM Academy for grades 6 to 8. And last month, Ms. Baxter was honored with the North Carolina Student Academy of Science, NCSAS Teacher Award, which recognizes educators across the state who support students in STEM research. Ms. Baxter will formally accept her award on April 25th at the NCSAS State Meeting in Morganton. As you know, STEAM involves science, technology, engineering, and math, along with the arts. Ms. Baxter's students are actively engaged in a wide range of STEM and STEAM-related activities. These include Envirothon, where 3 of her 5 teams are advancing to the state competition, and 1 team earned first place in the Soil and Water District category, which was a first for a public high school. Her students also participate in the Room Design Challenge, as well as local, regional, and state science and engineering fairs. This year, she also launched an outdoor club involving some of her former students who now attend East Gaston, Gaston Early College, the Gaston Early College of Medical Sciences, and Highland School of Technology. As part of her award nomination, students shared praise about Ms. Baxter. One student wrote, "Ms. Baxter is the best. You can tell she cares about us and is always very supportive. She always goes the extra mile for her students. You can see how much she cares and how far she's willing to go to help us succeed." And another student shared, "She is great in every single way possible and very easy to work with. She's amazing at helping with research, projects, organization, pretty much anything related to science fairs." Ms. Baxter's commitment to hands-on learning and student success continues to make a lasting impact. We are very proud to celebrate her dedication, creativity, and the inspiration she brings to the classroom each day. Congratulations on earning this much-deserved state award.
Recognize you as North Carolina Student Academic Science Teacher Award. We're proud of all of our teachers representing all the science teachers here tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I think it's a testament to the work that you do, that you had so many former students that want to be involved in the program that you started there. So I appreciate it. I've known you for over 15 years, and I've known you to be amazing all that time, so I appreciate your efforts.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job. Yes.
Any other guests that may be here?
Thank you.
Next, we would like to invite Kim Lynch, an English Language Arts curriculum facilitator in our Academic Services Department, to come forward. In March, Ms. Lynch received the 2025 C. Kenneth McEwen Distinguished Service Award from the North Carolina Association for Middle Level Education. She was recognized at the association's annual conference in Charlotte. Each year, the association's board of directors accepts nominations to honor educators who have made significant contributions to the education of middle school students. Ms. Lynch's achievement of receiving the C. Kenneth McEwen Award reflects her outstanding dedication and influence in the field of public education. The honor signifies her many contributions to the development and success of middle school students in Gaston County schools, and we could not be more proud of her work and her efforts. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Lynch on this state honor, and Ms. Cherry will make this presentation.
Of course, we're proud of Kim. We're proud of all of our educators and all of our central office staff. Tell us what you had to do to apply for this.
It was actually a surprise.
Okay.
I didn't know. Yes.
Okay.
The Distinguished Service Award is named after our founding father of the Middle School Association, who I was lucky enough to receive it from. He's still with us.
Wow.
And it is based on your influence in state leadership in the middle school level and advocating for the middle school concept. So I've been teaching middle school for 30 years. I've been on the board for 17 of those 30.
Oh, wow. There you go. Obviously, we are very blessed to have her in Gaston County in our system. She does a tremendous job. We already knew that, but apparently the state knows it now too. So congratulations, congratulations. Come on, Sean, let's get some pictures. Oh.
There you go.
I have to get on the head.
And one more.
Now,
Thank you.
is any of your department here?
Kathleen.
Come on, Kathleen, who else? Anybody else? Anybody
Oh,
else
yes,
want
Dr. Dorn, I didn't see him. Doran and Denton, come on, please.
Dorn and Denton.
Come on, you're at the door, I see you now. I didn't sit with us.
Trying to be low key.
Sorry, I didn't look over.
And you thought they were.
We're proud of you. We wanted to be seen, so we were supporting. Thank you.
Make sure deserves another round of applause.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Dedication.
Hey, thank you so much for your hard work. I appreciate you. God bless you.
Mr. Chairman and members of the board, with us this evening are representatives from Tyndall Subaru and the Gaston County Education Foundation, and we would like for them to come forward at this time. For 16 years, the annual Subaru Share the Love event has shown Subaru's commitment to being more than a car company. During this event, Subaru of America donates $250 for every new Subaru vehicle purchased or leased at participating retailers. Customers can choose to send that donation to one of 4 national charities or to a hometown charity selected by the retailer. For several years, Tyndall Subaru has chosen the Gaston County Education Foundation as their hometown charity. This is a partnership that continues to make a difference in education right here in our community. In addition to Subaru of America's contribution, Tyndall Subaru also gives a portion of every car sale directly to the Gaston County Education Foundation. This effort reflects Tyndall Subaru's strong support for teachers and education in our community. We are grateful for their continued commitment to our schools and students, and now I believe we have a special presentation from Tyndall Subaru, and Amy Spencer is with us. She is the Executive Director of the Gaston County Education Foundation. And Ms. Spencer, if you will introduce the guest we have from Tyndall Subaru, and Ms. Cherry, we'll let you help with this presentation.
This evening I have Louis Seifert, who is the board chair for the Education Foundation, and then Robin Anderson, oh my goodness, who runs Tyndall Subaru, and Edie Hancock, who, what is your job? She's our course specialist. She's the person who helps you figure out how to work your car. And she's the support system. The money they give us goes directly back to the schools. This year it helped us fund the ELL program and our Inslee grant. So this year has been really great because we've been able to add extra support. And I know how much this check is, but nobody else does. So
I do.
I do. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm just like, I can't
You tell
wait
us
to
how
hear
much
it.
it is.
Here, I'll show them.
Awarded us 25 for the living. I cried the other day when she gave me the check, so I'm not going to cry today, but we are most appreciative of their partnership. If you're going to buy a Subaru, if you need a car, buy a Subaru and join the Share the Love, because they are very generous to Gaston County.
They love the educators.
And just so everyone watching our broadcast, the check is made out to $25,245. Ms. Cherry.
Here, just put that right there. And then, I'm gonna let you take this back to
thank you
your,
so much.
to the dealership and to Natalie.
Absolutely.
That is a small recognition from the board and Dr. Hushard and all of us. And all I want to say to add to what Amy has said is the Tyndalls have been wonderful to Gaston County schools and to Gaston County. We could not do half the things that we do without support from people like Natalie, her parents, Edie, Tim, Amy, lots of our partners. Lots of our partners. Not just with Lonnie, but with everything that they do for us. It is truly a community team. So please tell Natalie thank you, your team, because it is a team effort. And as Amy said, this money will be, already is.
It's already allocated for this year.
It will be put to very good use, and we can't wait to see the check next year.
Me either. So that meant to need a Subaru. We're going to share the love of it.
Yes. And if you see them, please tell them thank you.
Absolutely. They're huge cheerleaders for us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Dot.
Yes, y'all go shake hands.
Thank you for all you do.
Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you for the hard work that leadership makes happen. I spent 6 years in the party. All I know is hard work. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
I think, Robin, you need this back. Robin, do you need this back? Is this a wipeable one, or is it yours to keep it?
You can put
Would y'all like to keep it? Okay, totally. So, come stand behind us.
We'll keep it and keep it and take it to the bank. We want everyone to know that April is National School Library Month, and it is a time to celebrate our school libraries and all the ways they help our students learn and grow. Our libraries, they are places where students can read great books, work on fun projects, and explore new ideas, while also learning how to find good information and use technology in smart ways. To celebrate Library Recognition Month, we would like to invite the following guests to come forward. Jeremy Tucker of Bessemer City Middle School, our current Media Specialist of the Year. Nancy Alls of Cherryville High School, who is retiring after 30 years, 29 of those as a Media Specialist. Karen Lowrance, a dedicated media assistant who is also retiring. Lauren Pekarik, close enough? Pekarik of Lowell Elementary. And Ms. Pekarik, she was recently chosen as our Media Specialist of the Year for 2025-2026. And Laura Long, our Gaston County Schools Lead Media Coordinator. And Mr. Stevens will present one of our Celebrate plaques to our guests in honor of their dedication and the important role school library media coordinators play in student success.
Thank you. Laura, how are we going to figure out to keep these two on longer?
I know.
What are we going to do, ladies? She's like, oh, there's nothing you can do. Well, listen, I appreciate the years that you guys have spent in our schools. I think Gaston County Schools is amazing. I went through 9th through 12th and had a great time here. I know there's some dedicated educators like yourself. I appreciate the work that you guys do in our media centers. A lot of times you end up being the unsung heroes, but you provide an amazing opportunity for these kids to explore the world that is in written form. So appreciate the efforts that you guys put forward. Congratulations on being this year's. Congratulations on being next year's Media Center Leader of the Year. So thank you guys for your efforts, and we're just very proud of you. I'll hand this. Thank you guys. Want to shake the doors?
Congratulations. Congratulations. Mr. Chairman, while they're sitting down, I'd like to say something.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
You don't want to come back? Congratulations.
Mr. Dedman,
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'd like to say something in behalf of Ms. Guthrie. If she was here, she'd say it. The school starts at the library, and we really appreciate all you do to help our children, to help them learn how to read, and to be there for them. Thank you, Ms. Guthrie. She loved the library.
Now we are proud to bring attention to the importance of School Social Work Week, and we want to recognize and honor our incredible school social workers this evening. These dedicated professionals play a vital role in supporting students' academic success and well-being every day. We would like to have the following social workers come forward at this time as we show appreciation for their commitment and service. We have with us Tabitha Lynch, Chuck Harkey, who is our current School Social Worker of the Year, Michelle Black, Beryl Miller, Heather Baker, Angela Ferguson, Morgan Stewart, and Elizabeth Lanier, who was chosen recently to serve as our School Social Worker of the Year for 2025-26. We are grateful for their ongoing efforts to strengthen the connection between home, school, and community for the students and families we serve. And Ms. Smith will present one of our Celebrate plaques to recognize our awesome social workers.
Well, first off, I wanted to say thank you so much for the work you do. This is not something that you just fall into. You know, where you go to school and you get a degree and whatever, and then you fall into a career that just is fun. You have to seek this career. You have to want this career. So this comes with passion, this comes with heart, and you have to have a lot of passion to do the work that you do. And I cannot say thank you enough for all the work that you have done and will do for our schools. Thank you so much.
And we're going. Thank you.
Thanks y'all so much.
And Mr. Chairman, to conclude our good news, we would like to announce this evening that Gaston County Schools has received a Blue Ribbon Award from the North Carolina School Public Relations Association. The award was presented on Friday during a ceremony in High Point. It is a gold-level award in the Special Events and Programs category for our School Showcase and Parent Fair, which was held in February 2024 at Stuart W. Kramer High School. And we would like to commend the Communications Department on winning another Blue Ribbon Award and bringing state-level attention to Gaston County Schools. And Mr. Chairman, with that completes our good news recognition for the month of April.
Let's have some applause.
Yeah, I was going to say, there you go, Tom.
thank you, Mr. Higgins. And as always, it's always amazing to see everything good we have going on in Gaston County Schools, and I'm glad to be able to share that. Next on our agenda is our classroom moment. The classroom moment gives the board and the community an opportunity to see examples of good things happening in our schools every day. The classroom moment this evening will be led by Dr. Emily Pogue, and it's concerning pre-K programs.
Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation. We can come back to that if you would like.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I skipped that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, we will have before we get to that classroom moment, it is a pleasure to present the Teacher Appreciation Week proclamation for Gaston County Schools. And at this time, I would like to read the proclamation. Whereas Gaston County Schools is pleased to join school districts across the United States in celebrating Teacher Appreciation Week, May the 5th through the 9th, and National Teacher Day on Tuesday, May 6th. And whereas Teacher Appreciation Week is an important annual observance, as it is a time when everyone can show support for teachers and other educators who go above and beyond for students. And whereas we know that teachers shine a light on brighter futures as they illuminate paths and guide students toward limitless possibilities, through all of their work, from planning meaningful lessons and focusing on academic growth to offering support and developing young minds, teachers spark curiosity, kindle creativity, and inspire success. And whereas teachers in Gaston County Schools are often referred to as the superheroes of public education because they are a dynamic force in the learning process and work to ensure that children discover, grow, and thrive in a safe, caring, and nurturing school environment. And whereas our teachers embrace the awesome responsibility of ensuring that children gain the knowledge and skills necessary to be productive in life beyond graduation, thus preparing them to become lifelong learners and contributing members of our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved to honor all teachers for their important contributions to our schools and diligent efforts to positively influence the leaders of tomorrow. The Gaston County Board of Education is proud to proclaim the week of May 5th through the 9th, 2025 Teacher Appreciation Week in Gaston County Schools, and encourages students, parents, alumni, and others in the community to express their appreciation for our teachers. Be it further resolved that this proclamation be made a part of the minutes of the Board of Education adopted this, the 14th day of April 2025. And Mr. Chairman, the proclamation is presented to the board for consideration and approval, and once the board approves the proclamation, we have several guests with us this evening to accept it on behalf of all teachers in Gaston County Schools.
I don't think that'll be a problem, just a formality. Who wants it? Mr. Ramsey and Ms. Smith. Any discussion on the proclamation? All in favor? That's unanimous, and we do certainly thank all of our teachers.
And Mr. Chairman, we have with us this evening to accept the proclamation from the Board of Education, Brandon Taylor of East Gaston High School, who is the 2024-2025 Gaston County Teacher of the Year, and we'll ask them to come forward at this time. Emma Richardson of North Belmont Elementary School, who is the 2024-2025 Linda Rader New Teacher of the Year for Gaston County Schools. We also have with us several of the finalists for Gaston County Schools Teacher of the Year and New Teacher of the Year, those awards for 2025-2026, which will be presented on May 1st. We have with us Catherine Lavender of Pleasant Ridge Elementary School, who is a top 5 finalist for Gaston County Teacher of the Year. John Ramos of Forest View High School, a top 5 finalist for Gaston County Teacher of the Year. Richard Morris of Forest View High School, a top 5 finalist for Gaston County New Teacher of the Year. And Alyssa Eckert from Ashbrook High School, also a top 5 finalist for New Teacher of the Year.
Congratulations.
What? No. We're going to put you up here. Good try.
And as always, we do thank our teachers every day, and was glad to do that proclamation. And now that I got ahead of myself and already announced it, but Ms. Pogue, if you'll come forward for pre-K. Sorry about that.
Good evening, Chairman Crisp, Vice Chairman Cherry, members of the board, and Superintendent Houchard. Tonight, I would like to provide you with a brief overview of the NC Pre-K program and share some information about the high-quality teaching and learning taking place in our classrooms. I have with me Ms. Rita Evans, who you all will see shortly in our video. In the pre-kindergarten services in Gaston County Schools are funded by NC Pre-K funds, Title I funds, and through our Department of Exceptional Children. We currently serve between 800 and 850 children in our Gaston County school sites, as well as our private daycare sites. We have 4 classrooms in 18 of our elementary schools, as well as 25 classrooms in 12 daycares. We provide general ed and special education services within all of these classrooms. We currently have over 650 applications for the 25-26 school year. That is pre-COVID, up to pre-COVID numbers. Our collaboration with the Department for Exceptional Children. We have pre-K classroom, EC pre-K classrooms. We have developmental day licenses, which in regular terminology is sort of like a blended classroom between Reg Ed and Gen Ed. We have 2 evaluation teams for evaluating children that are 3 and 4 years old. For some that may not know, we begin evaluating children for IEPs as soon as they turn 3, and that happens at our Forest Heights campus. And that includes whether it be speech, PT, OT, or learning disabilities. Our developmental day class is a smaller ratio. Our normal classes are 1 to 9, 2 to 18, and our developmental day rooms are 2 to 12 students. So there's that information. Our curriculum that we use, we follow the North Carolina Foundations for Early Learning and Development. This falls into these 5 categories that you see on the screen: approaches to play and learning, emotional and social and emotional development, physical development, language development, and cognitive development. Our 2 friends on the screen represent Frog Street curriculum, as well as our Conscious Discipline Turtle, which focuses on the social emotional, and then Fanny Frog represents the instructional piece. Our Frog Street curriculum aligns with the science of reading and letters, as well as some social emotional skills. It also has a scope and sequence for math, as well as the reading piece. In addition to the learning and cognitive development, pre-K classrooms focus on social and emotional development. Research highlights the need for early intervention, excuse me, as a significant number of preschoolers struggle with behaviors and emotional readiness for school. The pyramid model is a framework that promotes the social and emotional development and positive behaviors within the early childhood setting. It emphasizes proactive strategies such as positive guidance, structured routines, and teaching appropriate behaviors to create a supportive learning environment. The model has been shown to improve academic performance and increase student attendance by fostering consistency, visual cues, and redirection in an effective way. Now I would like to present to you a wonderful video of Miss Rita Evans in action in her classroom at Lowell Elementary School.
This is my 30th year teaching pre-K. That's where the foundation is, the beginning of them learning the social skills and interacting with each other, taking turns.
It is important because it allows children that have risk factors for not being successful in school. It allows them the opportunity to get adjusted to school and start their education on a firm foundation. It gives them an easy, fun place to start school so they are ready, set, go when they hit kindergarten.
25, 26.
So when they come to school, they have circle time. They learn about letters and numbers. They do some interactive movement. We have a social emotional piece built into those group times. They also eat breakfast and lunch here at school. At this point in the school year, they are learning to transition to kindergarten, and so they have started eating in the cafeteria for some of those meals to get used to that, because that will be different for them next year. They also play outside and they play in centers. They are just interactive and learning through play and enjoying being 4-year-olds.
The kids start off with their greeting. That's how we start building that foundation, is they start to learn to get comfortable with us, with the greetings that we do. Then we have our morning meeting. And then as our day goes on, we have our literacy, we have our math. There was none of them that could even write their name walking into the room. And so now they're writing their first and last names, they're writing their letters of the alphabet, and they start to realize that they know stuff and that they've learned stuff, and so they get excited about it. Honestly, it's the relationships with the families, it's the relationships we have with the kids, it's getting to see them grow, because they come in, a lot of them don't even have the concept of sharing, taking turns, doing something for themselves. And then when they get so excited about the academic part, it's nice to watch them get excited and take pride in that they are learning as well. Having the opportunity to be able to come to pre-K and get that beginning foundation is so beneficial to so many children, especially in the lower economical areas, or the children with the ELL, or children with the special needs. Getting that opportunity to build that before they go into kindergarten and all of a sudden have all those expectations. They feel more comfortable. They transition a lot easier.
Well, so one last slide. You are fine. We are playing slide tag over here. Just a friendly reminder that for everyone watching, as well as the board, that kindergarten and pre-K registration is currently going on via our school website. And then we can offer those, if anybody needs in-person help at our Forest Heights campus. So I just wanted to show the link to those watching. But thank you so much for all that y'all do in your support of NC Pre-K.
Thank you, Ms. Cherry.
Ms. Poe, can you just
Yes, ma'am.
Restate how many children we take for pre-K, just so our public will understand that? Because I know that we have sites and they're private
Yes.
sites.
We have.
'Cause that's always a question we get.
Okay, we are allotted currently 915 slots from the state. We currently do not have space for all of those slots, so we are right now serving roughly 825 to 850 kids.
And that's between our two?
Between the two, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you
the presentation.
so much.
The next item on our agenda allows the opportunity for public expression. At this time, the board will hear comments from the citizens relating to public concern. Our board policy sets aside 30 minutes of our regular monthly meeting for citizens to address the board. Before we hear from the public, let me outline the rules and procedures. Citizens wishing to make comment who have completed a request to speak form prior to the beginning of the meeting will be recognized by the chair and then requested to step to the microphone to make their comments. Citizens will state their name and address for the record. Comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Members of the board do not respond to public expression during the public comment period. Public expression does not allow for comments on confidential and personnel matters. Speakers who wish to give materials to the board will hand them to the board clerk, and the chair shall rule on all points of order during public expression. We have one person signed up tonight. It looks like Teresa McFarland.
Good evening. Can y'all hear me okay? First of all, thank you all for what you do for the, you want to put it up there? Okay. Thank you, Todd. Oh, okay. I'm loud and proud, as you all know. Thank you for what you all do for our students, but we have some issues. And if we continue to do things the same way that we've continued to do them, we get the same results. And what I'm referring to, first of all, is bullying, anti-bullying policies. From what I've read, what the public gets, I think it could be tweaked. I think we could do things a little bit better. I think that also cameras in the classroom is a need. And it can be cameras like body cameras on a teacher. It can be cameras in the school. Most schools have cameras already, but I think it would be a good benefit for the resource officers and the administrators if there were cameras in the building. I do understand public can't see that. What I do is confidential as well. And I've had a lot of parents, grandparents, and other people reach out to me when this became a big issue, as you all know. And my ask of you all as our elected leaders is to look at these policies and procedures and see where we can be more beneficial to the students and staff. We shouldn't have teachers scared to be in a classroom, and we shouldn't have students worried about their learning because they're worried about their safety. And I'm asking all of you to take another look at it. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. We appreciate those. The next item on the agenda is approval and corrections for our March 17th regular meeting. Do I hear a motion to approve those? Ms. Smith, second by Mr. Stevens. Any discussion on those minutes? All in favor? That's unanimous. Next item on the agenda is to hear from our committees. Our Operations Committee is chaired by Mr. Moore, who was unable to join us tonight, and Ms. Cherry is going to give that report.
Okay. The Operations Committee met on March 31st here in the boardroom. The Operations Committee consists of myself, Chairman Moore, Lee Dedman, and Todd Kinlaw. The agenda consisted of technology support services, and the update is as follows. We are continuing to transition from Power School to Infinite Campus, which is a state-driven mandate that has to be implemented by August. Meetings are underway with all departments to use Power School to prepare for the conversion of Infinite Campus with DPI's support. Data managers are receiving monthly support meetings that are critical to the success of this project. Human Resources is in the process of transitioning to Blexit for pre-employment background screenings. Maybe I shouldn't read tonight. I apologize. This process is just as rigorous as our current company, but with a faster turnaround time. School bond process updates. Information was presented concerning school bond proceeds updates. The county recently informed us that we will be receiving approximately $4 million from bond interest that must be spent prior to July 1, 2025. The county commissioners will allocate this money at their April board meeting, has that happened? Yes, that has happened. That will happen. Staff is currently looking at projects that can be completed prior to this deadline. In addition, the following items were discussed by the committee and recommended for approval on the consent agenda. A mural at Ida Rankin Elementary School, out-of-county tuition, superintendent's budget request for 2025-2026, Microsoft software agreements, bus planner renewals, which will be a sole source. The next Operations Committee meeting will be held on Monday, May 5th, beginning at 8:30 here in the central office boardroom. And that's the report.
Thank you.
As good as it was.
Our next report is from our Curriculum and Instruction Committee, and that is chaired by Mr. Jeff Ramsey, and Mr. Stevens will give that report tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. The Curriculum and Instruction Committee met at the central office boardroom on Monday, March 31st, 2025 at 11:30 a.m. The committee consists of Committee Chairman Jeff Ramsey, Robbie Lovelace, Jana Smith, and A.M. Stevens III. Ms. Lovelace presided over the meeting. Our agenda discussion included the following: CTE updates. Information was presented on recent modifications to the CTE department. A revised organizational chart of the CTE leadership team was reviewed, and career development plans were reviewed. Organizational alignment. Information was presented on a realignment of curriculum and instruction, facilitators, and content teachers to the district's vision for the support needed moving forward for academic services. Innovation Schools Next Step. Information was presented on Innovation Schools purpose statement and next steps. This item will be presented later in the meeting. The following items are on the consent agenda for approval: Superintendent's budget request, Melmark Incorporated, instructional resources for elementary and secondary schools. The next Curriculum and Instruction Committee meeting will be held on Monday, May the 5th, beginning at 11:30 a.m. in the central office boardroom.
Thank you, Mr. Stevens, and thank you to both committees for your hard work. Next item on the agenda is our Innovation Schools Strategy information. Ms. Kales.
some information about our Innovation School strategy that we'll kick off for the next school year. We always like to start with Dr. Huchard's 5 focus areas. We believe you'll see evidence of all 5 focus areas in our strategy with a relentless focus on high-quality teaching and learning. We have drafted out a purpose statement, the why behind the Innovation Schools. Gaston County's Innovation Schools will serve as a replicable model for high-quality teaching and learning, ensuring every student has access to exemplary educators who embrace growth through coaching and data-driven instruction, preparing them for lifelong success. And some key words that resonate with us when we think about that purpose statement is replicable model, high-quality teaching and learning, exemplary educators, growth through coaching, and data-driven instruction. We have identified 10 schools for our first cohort of Innovation Schools, 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 2 high schools. Our strategy has 3 main areas of focus: highly effective leaders, highly effective educators, and high-quality professional development and partnerships. Let's start with highly effective leaders. In the last board meeting, Dr. Huchard named several transfers of proven leaders in our district to several of our Innovation Schools. We were able to do that through the State Principal Supplemental Salary Initiative, where these proven leaders will receive up to $30,000 annually for 3 years to lead in our Innovation Schools. Next, our highly effective teachers. In December, you know that we received the state grant, the Advanced Teacher Role Grant, that's worth right at $1 million for 3 years. We're in the process currently of screening over 60 applicants that have applied for our ATR roles. We have hired the director, Janisha Alford, that will lead that work. The director position was written into the grant proposal. We're excited about the idea of attracting our highly effective teachers, our green and blue teachers, into our 10 Innovation Schools, where they have the opportunity to earn up to $20,000 extra per year. And finally, we know that we must invest in our people, and our people through high-quality professional development. So we will be focused on building leadership capacity, supporting our teachers, and also supporting our students. So putting all 3 of those together, highly effective leaders, highly effective educators, and high-quality professional development and partnerships is our approach for our Innovation School strategy. I want to close thanking the district team for the enormous amount of work. We've been working on this for the last 6 months. It is an academic service-led initiative, but I want to name that every single department in this district has leaned in to support the initiative. HR, student supports, operations, facilities, communications, finance, technology. Every department has been challenged to say, how will you contribute to our strategy? And we want to thank each and every one of them. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions?
I have a quick statement.
Absolutely.
So, Ms. Kales, I wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. There is not a single thing that anybody in this room is blind to as far as where we rank in some of our schools and where the recent news articles have shined lights on our weak spots. But you have not cowered to those weak spots. You have looked at these as challenges and opportunities to bring growth, and you are using data to drive success, which I would love to say thank you for everyone that was involved in this initiative, because this is how we move forward in Gaston County, and we make our schools amazing. And I want to thank you so much for the team and the vision that you've had.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Kills, I think it goes without saying, but I want you to tell everybody one more time, and you mentioned everybody that put the hard work into this, from your office to every other office around, with the leadership of Dr. Huchard. How many people get this grant on the first time?
How many what?
How many people have received the grant that we received the first time they've applied for it?
How many people what? The
Rece-
first
the
time.
first time.
The
The
first
first
time.
time. Yes,
Very
ma'am.
few districts receive the grant the first time.
And
I mean, it's probably like 3 that
Right.
they can track. It's usually something you have to apply for 3 to 5 times to achieve it. But we went after it hard, and we got it.
And I think that shows because, as you mentioned, everybody put the hard work in, and that says a lot about what we have leading our schools. So thank you very much.
Will you tell the public what a blue and green status in teachers is, please?
Yes. So a blue and a green teacher means that they have met or exceeded growth in leading their group of students. Okay? Yep.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly.
Thank you.
All right, our next item on the agenda is our summer program plan addendum.
Okay, thank you, Chairman Chris, Vice Chair Cherry, Superintendent Huchard, and members of the board. I'm here tonight to provide an update and a proposal for an addendum to our district's re-administration plan. So in March, at the Board of Education meeting, our summer program plan was approved, which allows for students who score non-proficient on their end-of-year assessments, EOGs and EOCs, to be able to retake the assessment, giving them an opportunity to demonstrate proficiency, and that would be after participating in remediation during the summer. And again, we approved that plan in March at the board meeting. So we received an update in early April from DPI, and they have listened out to school districts across the state and given us a little bit more flexibility to provide students additional opportunities to, again, show mastery of standards for students who were non-proficient. And that flexibility allows us to also administer that reassessment during the school year. So instead of having to wait for the summer, when sometimes it can be a challenge to get the students to come back and take that assessment, we now have the opportunity within our end-of-year testing window, so the 5 and the 10 days, to bring them back and give them a chance to be reassessed during that time. So with some feedback from our principals as well, our proposal is that we provide schools with the flexibility to do both. So they can, and they have that flexibility, the state allows for that, so they can provide students the opportunity to come and do the reassessment during the school year, and if they, for some reason that doesn't work out, they could also come for the summer program plan, which we already approved. So that's what we are moving forward is our proposal. So again, this is just additional dates for them to be reassessed. So we already approved in grades 3 through 8, May 23rd and May 27th. This would provide additional flexibility for May 12th through May 21st for grades 3 through 8. And then at our grades 9 through 12 in our high schools, we already approved May 28th and May 29th. This would give additional flexibility, as you see here, for our traditional schools between May 19th and the 21st. And then our early colleges, it would be May 14th through May 16th. And so that is our proposal. It's an action item for tonight, and open for any questions that you may have.
Anybody? Mr. Ramsey?
Thank you for getting those extended, because we all know a lot of times they go a lot better on the second time around, so thank you for that. And I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion and second. Any other discussion or questions?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
The students who take it during the school year, will they be reteach prior to that, or are they just coming in for the evaluation piece?
Yes, so there is a required, the same requirement that exists for the summer program plan, which is at minimum a day of remediation, also applies to those that are retested during the school year. So
Okay.
they'll have to have at least 1 day of remediation before they're allowed to take the retest.
Okay, thank
And then
you.
that's with parental permission too.
Can students take an opportunity to do both?
They cannot. They only get one opportunity to take the retest.
Any other concerns, comments? Have a motion and a second. All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Sure.
So the next item on our agenda is our consent agenda. We have a motion to approve the consent agenda. Mr. Stevens, second by Mr. Dedman. Any discussion on the consent agenda? All in favor? That's unanimous. Thank you. Next is our superintendent's comments. Dr. Huchard.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to share with you all that next week our students and staff will be enjoying spring break, which I know many are looking forward to. When we return on school on Monday, April 28th, we will have 3.5 weeks left, so time will fly, yeah. Our focus will be end-of-the-year testing, awards and recognitions, celebrations, and especially celebrating the class of 2025 for all that they have done and prepare for graduation. So we had a wonderful time last Thursday evening celebrating our star teachers and our star students for the class of 2025 for Gaston County Schools. It was a wonderful ceremony that highlighted just a few of our incredible students and teachers and the work that they do. We would like to say thank you to GSM Services for sponsoring the recognition program once again this year. The ceremony was recorded and it will air on Channel 21 very soon. The video will also be available on our website and YouTube channel that will be recognizing our star students and teachers. Take a moment to watch that. You'll thank me. We will hold our springtime job fair on Tuesday, May 6th at the Linda Rader Staff Development Center in Cramerton. The events run from 11 to 2 p.m., and we're seeking employees for both teaching and non-teaching positions. Applicants interested in attending the job fair can just show up as a walk-in. We welcome you. No appointment is necessary. As well, anyone can review our job openings anytime by visiting our website and clicking on the Jobs tab at the top of the page. Tomorrow at 5:30, our academically and intelligently gifted department will host the Poetry and Prose celebration at Highland School of Technology, where all fourth graders, students will attend that were chosen to read from their poetry and one for prose. These two students are invited to read their entries, have their winning pieces published in a county-wide publication literary magazine. On Thursday, May 4th, we have our annual Evening of Excellence Awards ceremony at 6:30 p.m. at Stuart W. Kramer High School. I want to make sure that you all have this event on your calendar. It's not to be missed. Again, this year, the Evening of Excellence program is being sponsored by Truist Bank, and we're looking forward to recognizing our outstanding educators and finding out who our teacher, principal, assistant principal, new teacher, teacher assistant, and central office administrator of the year will be. And again, anyone is invited to attend the Evening of Excellence, and we hope to have a full house to celebrate with them. Just a quick reminder to our student athletes and their parents about the annual Gaston County Schools Sports Physical Day. It's happening on Saturday, May 10th at Caramount Specialty Surgery in Gastonia. Appointment times are available between 8 and 11, and student athletes can take advantage of the opportunity to get a physical for upcoming fall sports. The cost is right, it's free, so we encourage you to attend. Space is limited. We want to remind everyone that the Through an Artist's Eyes art exhibit runs through May 10th at Low-Ray Mills. The exhibit features the most outstanding artwork by students in Gaston County Schools. I know you are in for a treat to see how talented our students are. We want to remind the community that registration for kindergarten is ongoing, and parents can register at the Gaston County Schools website. While the kindergarten registration continues through the summer, registration for pre-K ends in May, so we encourage parents to go ahead and register their children now. Do want to take a brief moment just to thank all those who are educators in our building. I get the privilege to walk our schools and to see the love, dedication, and hard work they show every day for their students. And I'm truly honored to be a part of what they do. So I want to thank everyone in our schools who chose to be an educator. Mr. Chairman, that completes my comments for the evening, and we will need a closed session, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Huchard. And as we close tonight, we would always like to thank the community for the support of our schools and the board and our teachers and staff. It is critical that we have that community support. And as you saw tonight, we have a lot of good stuff going on in Gaston County Schools. We did have a birthday this month, Mr. Moore. His birthday was April the 4th, and we'd like to wish him a happy birthday. We all did back then. Next week is spring break. We hope all of our students, parents, and teachers enjoy this time away and come back ready to finish. As we said, graduation is May 23rd, just around the corner, so it's not far away. So I hope everybody enjoys their week off next week. Our next regular board meeting will be held May the 19th, and we do need a closed session, Ms. Cherry.
Let's see if I can get this right. One of those days. Mr. Chair, make a motion that we go into closed session under North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11A3, 5, and 6 for consultation with attorney real property, and personnel.
Second by Ms. Lovelace. Any discussion? All in favor? That's unanimous. We are in closed session. We are back in open session. Dr. Hushard?
Mr. Chairman. Board, I'd like to recommend Nikisha Glenn for a 4-year contract.
I'd like to make a motion that we extend her contract.
Second, Mr. Dedman. Any discussion? All in favor? That's unanimous.
And that was for a principal's contract. Melissa Nick, a 1-year principal contract.
Also like to make a motion.
Ms. Smith, second. Any discussion? All in favor? That's also unanimous.
Stephanie Gust for a 2-year principal contract.
I'd like to make a motion that we extend the contract.
Second.
Mr. Stevens on the motion, second, Ms. Smith. Any discussion? All in favor? It's unanimous.
And finally, sir, Sierra Jennings for a 2-year principal administrative contract.
I'd like to make a motion that we extend a 2-year principal contract.
Mr. Stevens on the motion and Ms. Smith on the second. Any discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to share some transfers and placements. Nikisha Glenn to Catawba Heights. I'm sorry, yes. Melissa Nick to Tryon Elementary School. Stephanie Gust to North Belmont Elementary School. And Sierra Jennings to Brookside Elementary School. And Mr. Chairman, I have 5 transfers of principals as well.
Yes, sir.
Stacy Bradley to York Chester Middle School. Christy Gornto to Chavis Middle School. Mitch Allen to Cherryville High School. Miriam Harvey to Chapel Grove Elementary. And Lorinda Brucey to Costner Elementary School. Mr. Chairman? that's what I have.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent. Any have anything else? If not, we're going to entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Ramsey, second, Mr. Dedman. Any discussion? All in favor? It's unanimous. Thank you all.